putting in Abby right now. So Abby had me go down this rabbit hole of going through ChatGPT and going practicing. Hey, did you see the changes? Like, I haven't been seeing the change because I was playing around with Claude. I go down the rabbit hole. I almost quit my job this week and moved to California because of that rabbit
Yes.
hole.
Yes. 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 And yes. All the yeses. Yes. Because I'm the one I saw. Usually Marlene is on it with like all the news and notifications of AI, all things AI. I was like, Marlene, they got another thing for ChatGPT.
I was mad at ChatGPT for a little bit, and because we were doing so much, it's like, okay, how did I miss that? But it's just like it's okay. It's mommy brain. I was in my funk. I was in my funk.
We brought you out. AI brought you out. We put you back in
Yes.
the golden hole, and all is
You
well. How y'all doing? Happy Friday.
um, so she's like, hey, did you see this new thing? I'm like, oh, so yeah. So it's what I like about it is those who didn't have that taste of ChatGPT Pro, and they were, because it's $20 a month. It's a $20 a month investment, but for me, it's the best investment for my company right now. So it was under the company's email and under the company's dime. But some people don't have it. So what we were complaining as developers is I create this this GPT. I want to share it with other people, but when I share it, if they don't have Pro, then they can't use it. Now, if they don't have Pro and you create a GPT, they can use it now. So that's a good thing. And I like that it's multimodal. Basically, I can go back and forth between GPT-4 and GPT 4.5 and not have to start a whole brand new chat. One thing I did notice is I don't see it in it doesn't incorporate DALL-E, but it's probably gonna get there. But DALL-E is a whole nother thing. So with a GPT,
Yeah.
if you have the Pro version, you have more context, you have a longer use of it, so don't limit you on there. If you have the team version, you and your team, you will have more abilities. But it is a good thing to start with that, and then Gemini is coming out the gate saying, "Hey, we have our things too." I
You
haven't
know
gone on.
what? And I haven't even touched Gemini yet. Because I'm so intertwined with my favorite 2.5. Like, so my favorite two, Claude and then Chat GPT. Sorry, I gotta put Claude. But Claude went in timeout the other day, and then Chat GPT went on timeout. So I roll over to Jasper, right? Jasper is like my 0.5. I go to Jasper when I just need like everybody else in timeout. The other two are taking PTO, right? So
And that happened
uh,
because whenever they're going through updates, that happens. Whenever you're going through updates, the app happens. So they're evolving. Because I did a whole on 4.5 and 4.5. I did an image, and the images before you used to have like messed up hands and stuff like
yeah,
that, and hands were clean and nice and good. I'm like, oh, hands are not a
that is
problem anymore.
like hands and like your mouth, and sometimes noses were very hard for GPTs to put together. They've gotten a whole lot better. I mean, I've made some stuff, and it just looks like a horror story. Like, people look like GMOs. Like, it was terrible. It was freaky, but they are getting better. So, whew, thank goodness.
Yeah, yeah. And I said, I know we had this group had to meet like a couple weeks ago, guys, but this is a good point to do a mid-month check-in. See how you doing? And Carla's on. Carla, you ready or are you not ready yet? Yes, Carla's ready. I want to put Carla on the stage too. Another business bestie. Carla.
Hey, it
Yes.
is.
So okay. Yes.
Hey,
Carla took
Carla.
me on the edge too.
Welcome to the club, honey.
Yeah.
And I had to change shirts. I had to change shirts because my shirt that I had on today is not. Why do I hear echo?
I don't know.
Uh,
Do you have the other thing on too?
Maybe. Hold
Yeah. This is like okay. Yeah.
on. Oh, the
But
YouTube.
yes, it can't both. You'll hear the echo. or you can put it on, you can put it on mute and you won't be able to hear it. Yeah. So
Now,
yeah. So I told myself I have to come on. I have to check in on everybody, making sure everybody's good. If you're,
Absolutely.
let us know how you're feeling. If you are a boss, or even just if you are feeling like you're gonna go off the ledge because I'm gonna give up entrepreneurship and then go back to what's safe, let us know in the chat so we can know. And we can talk you back off. Because I'm one of my bestie called me and she's like, I'm about to just go find a job. I'm like, okay, I'm with you. I'm going with you. That was in the
Did
morning.
nobody call me?
But the afternoon, we can't quit. We've done so much. We know so much. We can't do it. People are need us. So let's just put our big girl panties on and get to work. So I said,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, there's so much that you learn. If you do entrepreneurship correctly, right? There's always going to be a learning curve. When people say they know everything, that's a lie, and they probably a scammer, right? Because you don't always know everything. Marlene and I teach about AI all the time. Had a major update this week. So what we taught earlier this month, what we taught last month, that's dead now. Y'all late. Y'all old, right? Even things that happen in the business landscape, right? We're in an election year. So everything that the administration had planned and promised us is now starting to roll out. And so there are more opportunities for whatever now. People say they know everything. No. You don't. You don't. And so the knowledge that we have built over the years through all these trainings. I talked about that this morning when I was on a phone call. And yes, I took a business call at the gym because what I was not going to do was compromise my health. And if you consult with me, it's going to be good, right? I just want to brag on myself. It's going to be good, but you're going to meet where I'm at, right? So there may be a child or two with me, right? And some people may find that unprofessional. Then I'm not the one for you. Let's just go ahead and just exit stage left, right? Because I'm not for everybody, and that's okay, right? But I also understand that the value that I bring to the table, people appreciate it, right? And sometimes you get it with a child, sometimes you get it on an airplane if I got that kind of service, sometimes you get it on a boat if I so choose to, sometimes you get it at the gym. It is what it is, right? I have put in I can't even clock the amount of hours, right? You know how in corporate America, like they'll give you so many CE hours that you have to have. I'm pretty sure by like the end of the first quarter, all three of us have definitely completed most corporate yearly quotas for training because we're constantly in training and there's always something to learn. And sometimes there's some things that we need to relearn. Like that was good, but I didn't implement it back then. So let me figure out what's going on. Could you imagine somebody trying to learn Canva right now? Like there's so many things going on right now. And I'm just like, this is crazy. I was thinking about it today. Like my kids get out of school next week. Oh, the week after, they are part-time in this business. So I'm gonna get them some t-shirts and I'm looking for courses for them to learn how to do certain things. One for Canva, because I need somebody to work on this digital content for me. And then other admin stuff, things that they do, but they don't know that they do. They need a little fine tuning with, right?
Yeah.
But you know it all, baby, bye. You would never get my money.
This month, my son had to use Canva for the first time. He's like, "What's that?" And I showed him a little bit. He had to do a little presentation of Einstein for his class, and he understood. He started getting some content. I let him say, I was in the meeting and said, "Just do this part, and I'll come back and I'll help you." I came back and he was done with his presentation.
That's what I'm talking about.
So they can learn it. They can learn it. It's just that we have to give them the opportunity to learn it. So I got into this other what's it called again? This AI that I got into where you're able to type in storyboards and create videos, and because they're beta testing it still, it's experimental. I'm gonna have him play with it with me because he has some great ideas and like let's create a story together and see what this platform gives, and you never know. So I think it's LXT or something. I forgot what it is. I have to go look at my list of what it is, but it's another AI that I got into and I'm beta testing. and it is interesting. I did a little video with it. It's still janky. Hands are still like, but it's there. It is there. Carla, let me let you get in. Carla, how you doing, Carla? Let you
Yeah.
get in.
No, I'm over here trying to live stream, so hold on.
Oh, okay. Trying to figure out how to live. Were you able to connect when you hop on? Because I saw Abby was able to connect. I don't know if you're able to connect
I'm
it.
doing my Facebook because it wouldn't let me do my
YouTube.
my YouTube.
Okay, no problem. I don't know what's going on, so it's okay. I don't know. I and that's one thing I noticed with StreamYard. And even StreamYard had updates, because before, once I go live, you're not able to like go live again with somebody else. Like, they can come on, but they can't go live on their platform. And Abby came on, like Abby was able to add her, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. So they're adjusting to the new way of things doing. You can do a lot of different stuff on there too. I don't know, if you're watching the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay. I want to like share what's going on with me. I want to hear what's going on with your businesses, what's going on with your brand. Especially, that's a major thing. What is going on with your brand? Did we just lost Carla? We lost Carla.
Yeah.
What's going on with your business, Abby? What you're looking forward to?
Baby, let me tell you
Let's
what's
look backward.
going.
Let's look backward. What have been going on?
Well, okay, so there's always so much. I'll give you out the first tea, because the only people who don't know about this are those who are tuning in. But I have started a nonprofit.
Ooh. When you have the ribbon cutting.
Dang, Marlene, I didn't think about ribbon cutting yet. Girl, I'm still trying to get all my free resources for the nonprofit. I'm going through your guide, Lily, right now, and I'm doing all my nonprofit stuff, right? So I'm going to do a post today. It'll probably end up coming out on Sunday or Monday. But in my journey of entrepreneurship and from my heart for entrepreneurs, I always want of course, put my best foot forward. I want to put people in my community in front of other experts that I know. And one thing that is common across the board is that people are strapped for cash, right? Money is tough. Money is tough whether you have a business or not. Like, it don't matter, right? For some people, for a lot more people, it's not even that money is tough. We have to be a little bit more strategic on how we spend our money, because yesterday's price is not today's price. So I started a nonprofit. I will drop all those details within the next 48 hours. I've got my 501c3 approval. I got my whole team that has assisted me, which I'm gonna put y'all on Front Street, so be prepared to help the people, right? But essentially, I'm moving some of my services from my for-profit to my nonprofit. That way, I feel like I can better serve the small business community. So, y'all stay tuned for that. I'm so excited about that. When I tell you it's gonna be lit times 10, these people in my city, Huntsville, ain't never seen nothing like this before, right? People think that I'm cool. I know a lot, which I do, right? And I'm that chick. But when I tell you, when the manifestation of what I have in my head and on paper gets out there, I'm gonna be humble, but I'm gonna be that chick, right? I just want to put that out there right now. So y'all, today is May 17th. Today's my daddy's birthday. Shout out to my dad all the way in Ghana. Hey, daddy, hope you're but I'm just trying to do my own thing and running my own lane, but make sure that I'm serving my community. And I have so many experts and subject matter experts, like my hands reach. 2 of them are right here on this live with me. I'm also still helping to position other businesses and also help grow my economic development, right? I said a whole lot of keywords people don't even know, right? But you have to use certain language to perk up certain ears, right? And so I want to tell y'all the name, but I'm gonna wait. But I just let y'all know.
We can wait. We can wait for the grand reveal for all of that right there too. I'm glad to see you back, Carla. But I put the link for the ebook that Abby was talking about. Abby did
okay.
Opposite of Abby. Abby started her nonprofit to take out services from from a for-profit to a nonprofit. I started my for-profit to take out service I was giving on my nonprofit to my for-profit because I wanted my nonprofit to stay mission focused. So yeah, and we were on my nonprofit have been on sabbatical for the past year and a half, and we're starting to come back a little by little. So I'm excited that we're on there, and I think that it was a good time for a sabbatical too because it was 7 years. Well, 7 years in a rest. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. We need a break. We need a year break.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't do both. I couldn't do full-time business and the nonprofit and need more people on the board and a team and restructuring stuff like that. So it's coming back little by little for that too. So Carla, what have been going on with you in the past couple of months? We're in month 5. So the past 5 months, or the past couple of weeks, since we don't want to do past couple of weeks.
Past couple of weeks, a lot. A lot. I've relocated to the DMV. Yay. I am launching some new services. I made a post about it, but that's not everything, guys. That's just a smidget, a taste of what me and my team will be offering. We are busy at work, working on it. I am compiling information for a contract that I am bidding on. Abby sent that to me. So we're working on.
Maybe we don't play. We do not play. Okay, if you want to play, then you got to pay. But we don't play over here. These contracts.
When is it due?
It is due on the 30th.
All right, perfect timing. Ready for the celebration.
Yeah. So I have to compile some information for that and get that information over to the people that I'm partnered with on that contract by Monday. And then the stuff that I'm working on with my team, I have to have by Tuesday. And I'm doing research for other people that are doing curriculums and programs for their nonprofits. So I got a lot. I'm busy. Very busy.
Yeah, and it's good that you have everything time scheduled of when you're going to have deadlines done and get things done, because sometimes that could be, for us, hard to do.
Oh no, I got a time block. Well, yeah. I've always been a calendar person. If it's not in my calendar, I'm going to forget. So it's in my calendar. But now I'm getting even more committed and time blocking. Like, okay, this is at this time, so that I can get the stuff done. One, and then so that I'm not feeling like what did I do today? It's all written down in my planner, so I know, okay, I accomplished all of this today. So.
Yes.
Do you time blocking people?
Yes, that's important. That you do the time blocking. I'm like so happy that this is going, because this is the one thing I wanted to hear, that you're moving forward, and that's a whole nother thing right there too. For me, like I'm thinking about the past 17 days. This month, after I went had a panel with NASDAQ, I been getting. One of my goals was to get to 1K in LinkedIn, so I got to 1K in LinkedIn. So I'm excited about that. I'm like, yay! And people are, still adding me and saying, we saw you on the panel at NASDAQ. We want to, just connect. What you said really resonates. So this is like the power of using your voice, because I said yes. And then after that, now people, because I use my voice, it really resonates with other people. Because one of the questions they were asking about, what do you need as a business owner? People say, I can't find people to work. But what if you do find people to work? That's my challenge. I find good people. The money is just not there for me to keep those people. And with the way the prices are, it's really hard. You can't pay them the same way because you're not getting money in. So everybody's like very strapped for cash. I'm good with branding. I'm good with branding, but I don't like selling to people because I feel like I'm going to bother you by selling. But, I am learning that as entrepreneurs, we need to start talking about ourselves, and that's part of it. When I volunteered this month with my Economic Development Center, which was a really amazing thing to do, because I was able to get leads through there, even though it's volunteer, being able to see the sponsors that are there, meet the speakers, the vendors, and show my face in a different light, and be able to have opportunities to connect with them. And then just being able to say, okay, here's what my business offer. It's like, what's your business? And I'm able to talk about business. Like, really? You do AI? You do this? Like, yeah, we did that. We have, and it was a good thing to see people like they're interested in learning more. So, and that was one of my goals. And so it's a lot, and I just share a little bit of what's been going on because I'm like trying to think about. I'm trying to take a moment to just remember all the good things that happen and not jump off the ledge. You know, getting to be a score mentor and getting ready for that, getting ready, being able to connect with other people at other networking events, and I met with a commissioner there who and probably she probably needs help with her branding and her logos and her stuff because she did a website. Like, okay, but didn't put the right link in there to people to view it. She did it on Canva, but the one that she shared was the if they have access. So I'm like, that's the wrong one. You want to share the view only link instead of the edit link. So she's like, rewrite that. So all of that is like all these little small things that people don't catch. I'm glad when I have business besties that come to me and say, Marlene, go and check this link. Or this was a typo. I'm like, oh my God, like my last workshop I had, I put Monday and it had the wrong it has the right date but the wrong day. So the date was correct, but they had Monday, but it was actually supposed to be Wednesday. I'm like, this will happen when you anyway. It is okay. It is okay. It's gonna work. People who have to be there will be there. I'm having another workshop on Wednesday, and one of the reasons why I'm having these workshops is like people are still asking about AI. One of the questions that they were saying that the pain point was prompting. For us, prompting is not a problem, but for other people, prompting is a big issue. If prompting is your issue, let me know. We can have a workshop.
It's just a thought of I have to prompt it. Baby, just talk. Like, this is your friend that is not going to judge you. Now, if you say something crazy in the sense of that is harming to you or harming to other groups of people, chat will be like, I can't help you with that, essentially, right?
Yeah.
But if you're just getting it off your chest,
some people want the prompt. So okay, fine, I'll give you the prompt. But me, for myself, I just simply talk to the AI. If you see the way I talk, if you see the whole feed of my paragraph, you think, Marlene, you don't use any punctuations or anything.
No, I don't know how to spell no more. I run on sentences, everything. Like, that's not how I write my proposals, but that's how I talk to chat. And chat understands. I'm just trying to get it out. It doesn't judge me.
Yeah, it doesn't. Say, I don't. And then after because I use the text to speech, I don't really care what I'm not typing. So whatever it is, it will be run on, and they get it. They get it. So
as long as they get it.
And they come back, and then lately, what I've been getting back from Claude, and even with the new ChatGPT, it's been more fluid, more less janky than before. So it's becoming more human-like. So we have to be careful with that. It's more human-like, and even with what Gemini is doing, I can see the implication of not needing tutors as much as you would need before, or because of it's trying to help a little bit with the education crisis with when the students need help. Because now you might have a robot that is or a GPT that's a tutor helper, or tutor assistant, or a teacher assistant that just share your screen, and it walks you and guides you through the process of scaffolding through helping you understand how the information work. Because my son right now, he can go and ask Alexa, he can go and ask Google how to do stuff, and he'll be able to look it up. Now imagine having that tool all in one where they're talking back to you, not giving you the answers, but helping you scaffold through the understanding of it, asking you questions so you can get it, so you're able to answer the question and learn how to to do it yourself afterwards. So if you want to learn something, schooling will be different. I can see schooling being different. People who want to go to get a master's degree in things, or a bachelor's degree in things, or want to learn something, you can go to AI and say, hey, I want to learn how to do this, and it will break it down step by step, and you become a master in that.
I love it. School is expensive. School is very expensive.
It is expensive, and it keeps you there. As a former teacher, yeah, it keeps with. I'm not talking about the experience. I'm just saying the financial part of it is really what keeps you down because after you finish graduating, don't even have a job yet. You graduate with a mortgage
Mm-hmm.
that you can't, and you with no job and a mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
Who thought it was a good idea to give an 18-year-old a
Exactly.
mortgage?
And they don't teach us like any financial planning. Like I would get loans to go on vacation. Like, oh, I'm approved for this student loan. I put this money aside and go on vacation. Like nobody told me like, hey girl, you got to pay this back when you graduate from school, and you may or may not find a job right out of school. So
You just you assume that once you get a degree, you will find a good paying job that you'll be able to pay that off really quickly, and the job does not come. And you probably decide that you're. That's why I said I almost went to San Francisco this week because they were like, I've seen all these tech jobs. I'm saying maybe I need to change degree and become one of those programmers
yeah,
and go to Silicon Valley. Their benefits were really nice. Unlimited snacks in the office, 50% matching 401k, mental health support. What else they had? They had unlimited time off, to
where was
13
this?
companies. That was ChatGPT. That was
Oh,
working for ChatGPT. I talk about you enough. Y'all should pay me.
right.
The
Abby said
time will
no.
come. We're working on it. We're working on it.
You don't want to go with me, Abby? You were not going to go with me
To where?
to
San
San Francisco?
No,
It's
no.
200.
I live in Alabama. I'm taking over Huntsville. That's my mission. I can't go nowhere right now. No, ma'am. Have fun though. Send me a postcard. You know.
I'm not going. I told my husband we're not moving to San Francisco unless you're working remote. It won't be worth it because of the prices and
Oh
everything
yeah.
else. It's just too expensive. So I just wanted to go on there. How are you doing with your brands? How are you guys doing with your brands?
I'm still working on that worksheet you sent me with my brand voice.
Hmm. Okay.
I think I'm consistent. I'm consistent with, my message. So people know who I am, but I haven't broken it down the way that you have it broken down in that worksheet. So
Okay, so and then that mostly when you're doing working with brand, it's also for internal. So everybody who's internal will know how to post things. Like I
mm,
was really confident this week with my team, being able to say, okay, here's what is happening coming up in the next couple of months. Here's what I need you to do, and you don't need my approval anymore because I see the work you do. I see that you understand my vision, that you're able to post without me having to go and double check all the time. At the beginning, yes, I was double checking because it was either wrong colors, wrong fonts, not consistent, wrong messaging or wrong tone of voice. I'm like, okay, but not or not what it was like. Okay, no, you need to learn more. So let's go through these channels. But once you have that down pack and you're able to communicate your brand to others, it makes life a little bit easier. What you're doing. Okay, I know these are the fonts that she wants. These are the color that she wants to have here. Don't use this other color because it doesn't go with the brand. Even when we were doing the AI workshop, she like, you want to use this? I said, it still have our brand in it. It doesn't need to be exactly our brand because it's two different companies coming together doing this thing. So we still kept some of our brand fonts and stuff like that, but it was more of a combination of both companies uh, stuff for styles right there too. So there's a way of, okay, how do I show up? I still show up in brand. Abby still show up on her brand. We're able to show up cohesively in the same space without losing who we are. So they know, okay, they know Martin will be that. Wait, I don't
Yeah.
know. And so I was like, okay, but
Um.
go ahead.
How am I doing with my brand? Girl, I don't know. I just be doing stuff. Like I follow a certain rubric, but when I tell people all the time, when I go ghost, I am writing proposals, I'm reading. So, but I come back and I be like, boom, and I hit them with something like this. Like I got a nonprofit next week. Right? You know what I mean? Like I need somebody who's just gonna do the consistent stuff. And I know Marlene, you'd be like, you can schedule it out. I got stuff already ready. You've seen it.
I see that. I just say, when do you want to put this out? That's the thing. You probably I
Okay.
don't. You have a plan. It has to have a plan. Why are you having it out? Because that might be your next project. Hey, I have all these things I created. All I need y'all to do is to schedule it out on my messenger. Might be your next project, the next roll around.
Sounds
Just you guys
beautiful.
schedule it out, because with all of those, you still need a call to action. I have to think. Here's our call to action.
Yep.
Here's what I want him to do. So just, what do you want him to do? Where do you want him to go? That's the problem. People will be posting, and it's not converting, but there's no call to action. So why are you posting? Why are you
Yeah.
posting? So anyway, I don't see
Mhm.
anybody coming. If y'all watching, if you're watching the replay, let us know. But I just want to come on here and just see how everybody's doing. I didn't plan to stay too long. I was like, if no one hop on, if Abby don't hop on, or Carter don't hop on, I was gonna share for 30 minutes and then hop off. I made dinner already, so dinner is waiting in the oven. And
What you cook?
I cooked salmon. And they have those what are those pasta thing that has the stuff, it has stuff, spinach
Ravioli.
ricotta, yeah, ravioli with spinach and ricotta and some pesto sauce. So we're gonna have that
Oh,
for,
chef,
yeah,
coming
dinner.
over. I'll be over there in a little bit. I'll be over a little bit. Like,
Yeah, this week I've been trying to do things where it would make it a little bit easier, because usually I would come on here and my whole family will be eating like 9, 10, or be like, we're all eating different. So let me just try to schedule things, get it together, either eat together before I come on or eat right after. So 7:30, we were able to eat dinner and take care of ourselves. I'm trying to schedule that pocket of time, especially right now that my son is in vacation mode soon. He had the grade book is closed, so they had fun Friday with his teacher today, saying goodbye to everybody. I think next week they still say they have to log on, because they want to keep them log on until the end of the year, so they can get the total. But they have nothing else to do, so he's going to be doing his iReady diagnostic Monday and Tuesday, the final one, just to make sure that whatever with that state testing and everything match up. Like, okay, fine, just get it done. But
Right.
we're planning like beach days, beach morning, because that's one of his bucket list of waking up early in the morning, seeing the sunrise, and going to the beach. So either we're gonna do it on Saturday when Daddy is home in the weekend and he's not drilling, or we're gonna do it Monday through Friday when Daddy go to school and we wake up early and go without that. Oh, so it'd be, either way it's fine, but I'm just trying to do that. So what are y'all looking forward to for the next couple of weeks, for the rest of this month? What are you looking forward to? Okay, so we went backwards, and everybody who's watching the replay, you can put in the chat too. What are you guys looking forward to?
Well, today is my godson's birthday, so happy
Another
birthday.
birthday! Celebrate with Abby's dad.
Yeah.
Yay!
And my
Yay!
dad shares a birthday with Abby. It just, our family is just
and we're
Time.
connected.
his graduation is on Monday, so I will be leaving here on Sunday to travel back to Louisiana so I can be there for his graduation. I cannot miss that. And I'll be in Louisiana for a week. So during that week, I'll be shooting a promo with Score, going to
Awesome.
his graduation party, and then coming back to the DMV.
Okay, that's good. I would encourage you, like, how you see when you have your camera set up at GovCon, have your
Yes.
camera set up somewhere where they can do like a time lapse, and you can use that like behind the scenes of the promo, if they allow you to do that. So
I will ask them. We did have to sign press releases for the whatever they're capturing. So I will give them. I'll shoot her an email and ask her, is it okay that I shoot behind the scenes? Actually, I'm going to show up with it and ask there. I'm going to come with it and ask.
or even if you just have you walking to the location, sometimes like some of those shots of before and after, how you feel before, like a little promo. Say, I'm excited the day of, like how you're getting yourself getting ready with me as I go before I do my promo, and then how it is afterwards. If you have like a little reflection of how it was, how do you feel, because your feelings will fluctuate between from before and after, all the nerves, and you get both of them in there. That's a good thing to have. And I have a lot of I have a lot of content on my phone that need to be scheduled out. I need someone who, like, I will shoot content on my phone, give you my phone, and you do the work for me. because it's like I would do my journal diary on there and record myself and like, okay, I'm not posting this, but it's for me. So that's good that you're looking forward to that promo. What about you, Abby? What are you looking forward to?
Ooh, baby, let me see. Let me see. I'm really looking forward to really building out all these programs in my nonprofit in the next few weeks. Like I have them, they're done. I just gotta publicize them. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm really excited.
Did I lose everybody?
I'm still here. I think
Uh-oh.
Abby.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't?
There
Did
you
I
are.
come back?
You're back.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay, one of them kids upstairs and then ran across Google Fiber and then just destroyed my whole. You never know what you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get. So people like, Abby, you don't sweat. I do, but y'all never see it.
You,
Yeah.
you sweat.
You're just you see you floating, gliding.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to building up the nonprofit, and I may have a partnership coming up with another company, which I'm excited about. I'm gonna leave it at that. And then my business has its anniversary birthday coming up June 1st. Do I know what I'm doing? No, I don't. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I don't know. We'll do something.
Yeah.
But I've relaunched in the last month. I've relaunched the mentorship again after taking a nice little lengthy break, and trying to keep my people busy. We update our contract list every week. So I think this week we're up to 2,500 just for the month of May, and so y'all get to work. Like I'm giving y'all the tools. I'm putting the contracts right in front of y'all. Please go do what you can within the scope of your business that you can do.
Yeah.
Go make it happen. Go build relationships. All that things like, and it's a season for networking. It's warm. It's sundress season. All right. So go shave your legs, get your toes done, put some lotion on.
Toes onto a GovCon. I'm just kidding.
Listen, I went outside the other day and I was like, I gotta go back inside. I almost spent it myself. I was like, girl, where you going? Went right back in the house, got myself together. Because the light inside, the light indoors is different from the light outside. The sunlight just shines a little differently outside. Mm-hmm. So just a heads up, we are in that season. All right. Don't come outside unkept, right? But there's a lot of matchmaking and events going on. Don't let the people judge you. Don't let them judge you because you didn't show up appropriately. Though you may have some phenomenal idea, concept, business, like take care of yourself first before you go and approach other people, right?
Yeah.
Teach them how to network, right? In the summertime. But there's a lot of stuff going on. You know what? I missed a matchmaking event this week because I had other things to do, but it was okay. It looked good though. I'm gonna call some people that I saw that were there. Like, hey, how was it? Who'd y'all meet?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's good. That's good. For me. That's good for me. I'm gonna be outside also too. I have a couple of networking events that I'm going to. So I have with this the chamber has some events coming up. The Broward Sheriff Office has a networking expo that's going on. So how you can work with a sheriff, and I'm gonna go there. I don't know if I sell what they buy, but it's always good to know because I might know someone who knows someone who knows someone, and we can go together on that contract, or say, hey, I know someone who will be perfect for that thing. You never know; they might need me to do a training, AI training. So I never know. I'm gonna go in there and they're gonna see my face. They're gonna love me. So.
The training. So remember on the GovCon call yesterday, I was talking about how I offered to do some training for GovCon. And the guy was like, "Oh, we already have training up there." Well, he sent out an email talking about our chapter needs more trainings, and I said, "Well, if it doesn't have to be in person, I can do some trainings." And he said, "Oh yeah, shoot me over an email. Let me know some trainings you can do." I'm like,
"Go ahead, Carla."
But okay. I got you. I'm gonna send you an email, let you know some trainings I can do.
Yeah, and if people are looking to do training, like right now, I'm trying to do training at my local library because they want to do things for the business. The whole keyword is community engagement. How can they get the community involved in there? So say if you're saying you're presenting your presentation, answer those pain points that people are giving to you. Might want to start off. For the libraries, you have to do it for free
Mhm.
because if they're giving you the space for free, but if you are charging, then they will charge you for the space. But if you're looking for a free spot, usually they have those resource partners that allow you to use their spaces for free.
Mhm.
So I am looking for all those little partners. Say, okay, let me go in there and let them see who I am
Mhm.
and offer them, say, yeah, you like the first free one, we have other resources available on my site if you want to, or I have another workshop coming up and you're able to see what's coming up, and they can choose whether they want to come to a free one, which is just the basic one, or a little more advanced, and they can pay for that. But I'm not selling to them, I'm just offering them the opportunity of, here's what I have to offer,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
that's it. So they can have but you never know, to come back to me later on and say, Marnie, I was at your presentation. We would like you to come to our company and host this. How much do you charge? And I can have my speaking
Mhm.
fee ready to do that. So I,
Ready,
I want,
ready. Yes, ma'am.
yeah. So and I have a couple of workshops we have coming up. So we have a workshop next week because Coach gave me an opportunity to teach her GovCon boot camp students. I was like, you know what? I felt so honored, and I said thank you to have the opportunity to just be able to teach them. And she said, I want you to teach them how to use Claude for government contracting. You know,
Mhm.
and I've been using it for the past year and a half, or a little bit year. Well, not a year and a half, but I've been using ChatGPT for a while. But using Claude to help me evaluate whether I want to do a contract or not and help speed up the process. And that's what I taught them. I said, okay, no, this is a really good workshop to teach the community too. So I'm teaching that similar workshop next week, probably going to depth a little bit more. And because I taught that workshop, I like, oh, let me create an ebook. So I created an ebook that has some of my processes in there too. I like Abby. I talked to Abby one day. The next day, like I'm done with my ebook. I am done. I did it. I did not sleep.
Literally, I said, you stay up all night? She's like, pretty much, yeah. It's done,
Yeah,
though. It's good. Oh,
done.
I know.
It's
I know
I
it's
didn't
fire. I've
overthink it.
seen it. I know it's fire.
I didn't even overthink it. I didn't overthink it because I'm so used to trying to overthink, overcomplicate it. And sometimes people don't want to overthink, overcomplicated stuff. So
Mhm.
they just want the information. So I did it the best I can to stay close to my brand. But if I had more time, which I had enough time because Coach gave me enough warning. She gave me 2 days or 3 days warning.
I was about to say, wait, she gave you a lot of warning. I got like 2 days the time I did.
The first time she had me taught it was the same day. So I had the same day to teach. She told me. So she gave me 3 day warning of teaching GovCon. So she told me on Monday, or Tuesday morning, and I had enough time to figure out what I was gonna do. So, but I spend the whole day, one day stressing over, oh my God, I have to teach this, and the next day, okay, I know what I'm gonna do, and then the couple hours before, putting everything together. So yeah, um,
I
she
don't
knows.
care. Sometimes I get day of. I don't care. Y'all be all right. I'm
Yeah,
salty. Yes, I am. That's the definition of stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready. There
That's
is not going to
true.
be a
That's true.
presentation. However, we're all going to
yeah.
listen and learn. We can
Yeah,
go.
and the thing is with me is like I have a lot of different resources, so I feel like I'm over, ready to know where I think, and I just say, okay, I'm gonna keep it simple, and then keeping it simple made it easier because I didn't have to do a whole different presentation for them. I didn't have a PowerPoint. I had one sheet with my prompts of what I'm gonna do. I talk to them. I'm just demonstrating because sometimes people don't want you to present to them. They want you to show them step by step. And that what makes me different. I will show you step by step how to do it. And I'll do it again for you. So, I can do a nice presentation where you have the theory, but I want to see you apply the theory and make it work for you. So this is how the workshop usually goes. So next week I'm doing that workshop. Then we have the networking event the following month. And then the following month, I have my next AI VIP Day with Abby coming up. So my team is about to put a lot of stuff. We're doing another one. We only have space for 4 people.
Four. We can't
Four
take
is
no more than
pushing it. 4 people is just pushing it.
four.
If because 2 is like we were.
That
Going
was
over.
yeah. You guys
Revolving with two.
did a lot, so I get it why it's limited to just 4.
It's totally customized. So if you want to get on, we're doing it, and we give ourselves a month to work with you, and for our team to work with you, and we do the first day, give you a month to implement what we taught you. So make sure that you're good in between it, and then make sure that at the end we celebrate with you, so you're able to know the next steps. You have your little roadmaps, and then we have the next person to go. So hopefully it's help you get better with your use of AI. And AI is continuing. Hey, Carrie. Carrie is on there. Hey, Carrie said, hey.
Hi,
I know she.
Carrie.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome on here. See you on there. So if you're using AI, let us know you're using AI. You can use it for your brand. Talk to them. It's not as scary as you think. It's a tool. I feel like I don't want to say tool anymore. I want to say your co-partner.
Mhm.
Your co-partner that you're using. If you use a calculator, if you use your computer, you're inputting stuff into it and it's giving you an output, and you're able to use it to get whatever you need to get. It just needs to know how to use a tool correctly. So when I do host workshop on AI, is just to make sure that you're getting the latest updates on those different areas, because some people, and a different way of using it. Because when I was doing the presentation, one of the comments I got was they thought they were using AI and they were patty caking with it basically because they didn't know they could use it that way.
Not patty cake.
I put a patty cake on there, but they were saying that they thought they were doing something, but it was not doing what they didn't know it can do that.
Hmm.
Like, so me and Abby and Latoya would have conversation like, hey, did you do this? This is what I did. Can you try doing this? And it's like, what? They gave us, yeah.
Yeah, when you first introduced me to Claude, before you like talked about it to the masses, I was like, oh my God, he does all of this? What? I love it. I love it. And I remember when ChatGPT first was introduced to the masses, and I'm in a virtual assistant group, and they were freaking out. They're like, oh my God, it's going to take my job. It's going to take my job. And I was like, no, it's making your job easier. They're like, no, people aren't going to hire me because they're going to use ChatGPT. I was like, okay, like I'm not going to try to convince you. If you think it's going to take your job, fine. But to me, it helps. I can take more clients because I'm not spending this much time. Like it helps me brainstorm. It
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love AI.
Yeah, and I'm saying like not everybody's using ChatGPT, not everybody's using AI. Is a small percentage of people that's on it. So those who are getting on there, those who are late adopters onto the AI field, will still need support on how
Hmm.
to talk to it. What we're going through right now as early adopters is it will it will be easier for us. We'll be pros. Be like, oh, you're a master of this. I'm like, I just went through the trenches and figure out what doesn't work. I just
Right.
played with it. I more than you. The more you play with it, like when phones came out, we're like, oh my god, we don't need no cords anymore. This is crazy. You're gonna get radiation in your ears, and
I had a customer. I used to work for a cell phone company, and I had my cell phone in my back pocket, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're gonna get cancer! You have that phone in your back pocket." I was like, "What?" She's like, "You can't have that. It's so close to you, the radiation." And I was like, "Ma'am, the amount of radiation that a phone puts out is so minuscule. Like you get more from your microwave than a phone. Like I'm gonna be okay."
yeah. So it's just getting on the board. And I think in the bandwagon, it's not going anywhere. Because
Right.
I asked a question of how many of you people still use Google to search stuff. And a lot of people didn't use it, but then now Google came up with Gemini where they incorporated into your Google search and they're launching out. So now when you type in how to do this and this and this, the first response you're gonna get is from AI.
Hmm.
Before you get
Mhm.
all the ads and before you get all the different stuff, it will search the whole entire World Wide Web videos and YouTube and stuff like that to give you a comprehensive response on how to make a cake or something like that,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
without having to go straight down all the way down to figure out how many people you probably say, how many people are asking this question? I can't wait until they release everybody. How many people are asking about government contracting and see what the AI and Gemini say about that? We can just still see how that search is going, all of those numbers, all those analytics, all those, so it's gonna make doing our jobs and easier, but if you know how to use it correctly.
Right.
If you know how to use it correctly.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm not saying not to have any concerns or any worries. There still would be some worries. We just need to figure out how to do it for our brand and our business.
Y'all be all
Anyone-
right. Y'all be all right.
The school system might be a little way behind, so we have to get the school system on board, because just even having the kids use their cell phones in the classroom was a whole big deal. COVID pushed everybody to use laptops in the classroom. Before COVID, having kids take out laptops in the middle in their desk to do work was rare. Unless you're in a computer class, it was rare. Now every single class is online.
Absolutely.
E-learning days. They have an e-learning.
Let me tell y'all, we have an e-learning day the day after school's over, because we have to make up a weather day. And so school is out next Thursday, because we had a weather day last week, I believe. We have to make up a day, and it is an e-learning day the day after. People are going home with packets. They're going home with packets of things to do, which I love. They don't have to be handed in for a grade or anything, but they do have to. We have to acknowledge. They have to acknowledge that there is a learning day available for the students.
Yeah.
So
it's all
hard in the school system right now, man. I'm telling you, it is all kinds of stuff that this is hard. Great potential, though. Great potential. I mean, phenomenal potential for those who are ready, for businesses that have something to offer. Phenomenal opportunity. Okay, so to help fill in those gaps, like the gaps need to be filled. Otherwise, these students are our future workforce, and it's not looking too good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If you don't have enough people, communities nurturing, training these kids, helping them understand from just the basic things, like just knowing your address, like things like that is important, right?
No,
they don't know.
Name. One of my friends posted, she works in elementary school. These kids don't know their real name because they're called a nickname at home, and they don't answer. Like when she calls the roll, they don't respond to their real name. And I'm like, it's crazy.
Well, it's not. We're gracious. We're patient. And if you have something to offer of value to the school system, I would absolutely urge you to go and present them with something.
Yeah.
Parents are looking for stuff.
The school is looking for stuff. They're trying to catch up. I feel like the school, instead of playing defenses against AI, they're gonna figure out, how do we use it to solve problems that we're having currently in the school system. That would, instead of being this, but it's gonna be a long shot for that. But we'll have people who will transform the way school is. So it's take one voice at a time, one person at a time, and little by little they'll catch up. They will catch up. When I left the school system a couple years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago, the laptops, the computer that were in my classroom were from 1993.
What?
Yes. And they were refurbished.
Oh my God. I'm complaining about my 2014 MacBook. Like I need to get an updated MacBook, and you were working with something from the 90s. Woo!
Yes. So the tech person who was there, who had the contract to help with it, he I don't know what to tell you, because they won't update those things. And the funny thing is, when I left Florida to go to Texas, Fort Hood in Killeen, they had MacBooks for the school system, because the military, provided money and stuff like that for that, because they use a local district there. So the school system there had a little bit more advanced technology. So I left from a 1993 school district of of computers to one where they give you a MacBook Pro, which is the latest one that there's with, and every kid in the lab in the classroom people have this whole big cart of full size MacBook Pros, not the small, full size one, so they can do their work and log in and desktops or MacBooks also. So it's just like we come back and I'm working, and I came back to Miami and I'm working again with older computer, like where they had the CD drive and the floppy disk. What is this for? I'm like, we don't use this anymore.
Wow. I haven't even seen a floppy disk since like middle school.
Yeah. So, but it is what it is. Hopefully, little by little, they'll get upgraded. And that's probably what more money need to go into those school system to be able to get those stuff beyond the lab. And then also the kids need to have education of don't destroy what they give you, because of the problem. They will get these new stuff and the students will destroy, and they will have no respect for other field property. So it won't last long because they will end up taking out the keys.
Oh no.
You're going to be the one that has to use this afterward. I'm not using that one. So I had a whole system where I had I numbered all my laptops when I was a teacher. I numbered all the laptops. I would check and I put what's wrong with them, and every kid had a number for the laptop. So if there's something wrong with your laptop, when you open up, you let me know immediately, because whoever else in the other class who had that number will be responsible for that. So they're like, "Oh, Miss Paul, this is," I'm like, "Okay, let me double check." I make a note of it. Okay, that was already there, so you're okay. But they're like, I am very anal with that, because if I have less working computers, it's not gonna help. It was not gonna help me to get my work done for the school. I'll have to have kids sharing or find different ways. So this is why it's always good. These are all little logistics things that you have to do. Teachers had a lot of work to do. That's like you're a project manager, program manager, nurses, psychologist. You are doing everything. Anyways, did we lose Abby? Abby, you're still there? I think she had to step away. I'm gonna close it out. I have to go eat dinner.
Yes, go eat your dinner, because I ate before hopping on. So.
Yes, but I just wanted to come on here, do a check-in with the community, do a check-in with everybody for the Brand Savvy CEO. I'm gonna be on the next check-in for next month. We'll be announcing some different changes coming up. So for the group, so I don't know if it'll be I don't know if we're still doing the monthly check-ins the way we're doing it, but it'll be a little bit different. So just be prepared for those shifts and changing, but just continue working on your brand. If you have any questions, you can put it on the chat. Abby, Carla, all of us, they know what to do. I guess they've been around me for a while, that they will know, hey, just do this. And if you are you have something coming up, let us know that you have something coming up so we can boost it up too. I probably need to do another updated LinkedIn workshop, because the one from last year is totally different than this year, because LinkedIn has progressed also too. So maybe I need to do another LinkedIn training or something like that for people on the branding side and the visibility side, not my field. On to Andrea. That is not my field. So Andrea, I'll have her do that. So, but I just want to wish everybody a good. I guess we lost Abby. I want to wish you a good weekend.
Yes,
Take care of yourself. I'm gonna go feed my family. We're gonna go eat our salmon, and I'll see y'all next month for the check-in or around on social media. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Let me put on my branding song on. You don't have to get my music, my background music. My brother did this one, so like. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the live soon. See you guys. Bye.